What's up y'all, and today is a different type of video. Now today I'll be telling you about one of my theories about the final battle. This video will contain manga spoilers, so if you do not want to be spoiled, I'm warning you, get off this video now. Before I say my theory, I just have to say something really quick. There are people that think Nabara will come back. Now, I think this is highly impossible due to how long she's been dead in the series. Also, I would like to see her come back, but I just don't think Gege is going for that ending. At least we got the return of Gojo, right? Nah, we got the return of Yuta instead in Gojo's body, which isn't really that bad, but I just don't think he's going to end the fight with Sukuna. It's also not looking like we have any hope of getting Megumi back, but I could be wrong. If Gege is going with the ending I think he's going with, we won't be seeing Nobara, Gojo, or Megumi, if I'm being honest. Now, seeing Megumi as a villain would go hard, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see that. But I don't think Gege is going to allow Megumi to survive in the series. Now, let's just say Gege implements Megumi being a villain in the series. It will be a great way for Itadori to develop as a character, you know, like Gojo and Suguru did. Sorry for wasting your time. Now here goes my theory. Okay, my theory starts off with Yuta Akotsu dying in Gojo's body. Now I know that's brutal, but that's most likely gonna happen. This also leaves Yuji and Todo on the battlefield. Being that the strongest sorcerer is now gone for those 5 minutes, Sukuna will officially be bored again and probably not try on Yuji and Todo. Sukuna might even kill Aoi Todo. Even Sukuna himself has stated that the Boogie Woogie technique is somewhat annoying to deal with. Now, Sukuna being in the predicament of fighting Yuji and Todo again in the Boogie Woogie technique, the left, right, good night, shrine, and blood manipulation, if they use, a combo of attacks, I think that they could get through this. Until Sukuna makes a binding vow or does something devious like using the world cutting slash. Let's just say he aims it at Yuji and Todo Boogie Woogies him out of the way. Let's just say he switches spots with Yuji and there goes Todo. Yuji enraged about Choso's death, Yuta's death, and Todo's death, he might possibly lose his humanity and become the monster that he truly is supposed to become. Yuta is a great example of this. He did something inhumane to try to defeat the strongest sorcerer in history. Now our beloved main character Yuji Itadori has to learn how to push his humanity aside just to beat Sukuna. In the world of JJK, to truly become one of the strongest characters, you'll have to be a monster. Yuji only has a few allies left, and I will name off the two that I think will have something to do with the defeat of Sukuna. And that's Kenji Hikari and Maki Zenin. You guys are probably wondering how Hikari would get here in the first place if he's fighting Urarame. Well, let's just say Hikari defeats Urarame and he becomes one of Yuji's allies. Let's just say before Kenji Hikari and Maki Zenin make it to the battlefield, Sukuna and Yuji are having a battle. Enraged Yuji would just be throwing punches and kicks at Sukuna, but he will be keeping up with Sukuna's speed. Sukuna still not being impressed by Yuji, but also being pushed to the edge because Yuji is keeping up with everything that he's doing. He decides to use a binding vow to use the world cutting slash again. Since there is no Todo to boogie woogie him out of the technique, Sukuna thinks that he's gonna get a sure hit on Yuji Itadori and finish him once and for all. That's when our girl Maki comes in and saves Yuji Itadori at the last moment. Sukuna can't help but to feel joy because how far the sorcerers are going just to defeat him. Yuji snapping back into reality, he's back into his humanity, and he sees Maki, wondering how she's still alive. Maki and Yuji engage in battle with Sukuna once again. Sukuna notices something about Yuji's sorcery and the way he's using it. It's improficient and it isn't how he was using it earlier. He's noticing that Yuji's humanity is what's holding him back. Considering that Yuji and Sukuna were fighting before Maki got there, his cursed energy pool has been reduced due to how many times that Yuji has contacted a hit on him. Let's just say that he pushes Yuji to the side and decides to go after Maki, the heavenly restriction user. Sukuna chasing after Maki and only trying to fight Maki because she's more interesting to him. He's not focused on what Yuji is doing behind him. Little does Sukuna know that behind him, Yuji is charging up a supernova with his blood manipulation. Sukuna, intrigued by how far this brat has gone trying to fight him, he finally throws a smile on his face fighting Yuji, telling him, "Oh, you finally became interesting, brat." Sukuna dashing up to Yuji so fast that Yuji couldn't see with his own 2 eyes. Sukuna backhands Yuji and tries to use cleave on him. Sukuna getting the sure hit on Yuji with cleave. He watches as Yuji's lifeless body drops to the ground. Then he has this huge grin because now he can fight the more interesting fighter, Maki Zenin, and he dashes to her. I'm sorry and I hate to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but this is where I'm gonna have to end the video because I have a limited amount of storage. So I hope you guys like this video, and also let me know what theories you guys want me to cover on JJK next, and let me know if you like my theory. Please like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel, and your boy trying to hit 2K before the next year.